Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Scorpio, let's take a look at your oracle cards. Queen Mab. Overall I'm getting this energy of old soul. And Queen Mab speaks about awakening your ancient wisdom, and that's why I'm feeling this old soul energy attached to this green man. Now, when we talk about this old soul energy, it is about having the knowledge, having the wisdom within us, but being able to access that. There's a feeling here of personal sovereignty, independence. There's feeling around you of making a difference, taking back the power that is a birthright. This precious gift here of energy used in the right way, not in an aggressive way, not from a place of fear or coming from a place of anger, but rather it's about coming from a place of love, rest, revival, and knowledge. Now, the green man talks about sacrifice, so there is sacrifice involved here for you, Scorpio. Sacrifice, of course, can be a positive or a negative thing. The negative side of it is more about being a martyr, doing something for the sake of attention or melodrama. So you've no doubt seen that type of behavior before. The positive aspect of sacrifice is a quiet, selfless act that blesses someone else's life. So sacrifices take many shapes and forms. So we'll see where that goes, but it does seem that you're being asked to make some kind of sacrifice here in this time period. Now, the energy around you is Yemaya, and this is all about hope, not giving up. So something that you wish. It seems like you're making a sacrifice, but you're still hoping that things will work out just fine. Yemaya is often depicted as a mermaid slipping between the waves. She's often invoked when it comes to wishes, having wishes granted. You've probably seen those, the ritual of Yemaya boats. It's a festival where people create these little boats containing wishes and hope that the goddess will assist them, and they place a lighted candle in the boat, and then they put it on the water, and hoping that Yemaya will grant this wish. So it seems like there's a lot of hope here. So keeping hope alive, keeping the faith alive here, that something will work out for you, even though you're being asked to maybe make a sacrifice around it. So let's see where this is going, Scorpio. Could be your energy, could be someone around you. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Prince of Cups. So there is love behind this, Scorpio. There is. But it seems like in this love situation, there's some kind of sacrifice here that is needing to be made, but there's still hope for it. It's not lost. Definitely not lost. Someone could be leaving for a time, but you're hopeful that they will return. Reconciliation. There may have been some kind of breakup, and you're hoping for this person to come back in your life. But let's take a look, Scorpio. We'll start with the overall energy of the reading, your focus, what's hidden, how you feel about this person, how they feel about you. What are the strengths? What's working for the relationship? The challenge, what's working against it? Your advice and a clarifier, and potential outcome. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the green man as the overall energy, and let's get started with this. The 9 of coins in reverse as the overall energy of the reading. So not feeling like you have what you want in your life. There's unhappiness here, disillusion, not feeling content. So it seems to me like although you may have things, you might have money, you might have stuff, there's something overall it feels like it's missing, Scorpio. Now the focus for you is the Emperor card. Power. Okay. So there's an element here of strength, of power. But for some reason I'm getting this as, you'll see Arthur and Guinevere here on their throne. For some reason I'm getting the energy around this of needing to bring back the balance of power between you and another person. It may be one of you here has felt an imbalance in that. I do get that kind of energy. And there may have been some kind of struggle around this. Could be around finances, of course. Let's take a look and see what's hidden here. We have the Judgment card, or the card of awakening. Okay. It's in the reverse, so it seems like there is, when we talk about awakening to this knowledge, this ancient knowledge, there has been a resistance to hear the call or to heed the call. You may have had some fear associated with taking some steps towards whatever this is. It could be a situation in which you feel like you need to do something, that you need to change direction in life, or that you need to do something in life that's different to what you would normally do. A major change. I get spiritual awakening, but it seems to me like in your current environment there is money, but this spiritual component here might be missing, Scorpio. Let's take a look and see how you feel about this person. We do have the card of illusion in the reverse. Now it's the Moon card, of course. So with this one, okay. With this one, I'm getting an essence. If walking through a dark chamber, there's no lights on at all. So you're feeling your way. And you're doing it by this kind of old soul spiritual energy. What I mean by that is you're kind of sensing your way. It's kind of like a blind person who knows their way through just by their own, using their own inner compass. It's like that. It's like that. So it seems to me like you've been in this dark place, Scorpio. You've been going through these darker chambers where the light is so dim that you haven't really known where you're going, but yet you're still finding your way. I hope that's making sense to someone, because that's the energy that I'm getting. And at the end of the tunnel there's this light that is going to be this awakening, but you're not there yet. You're somewhere pretty close to the end of the light at the end of the tunnel here, but you're not quite there. There's still some exploration. Now, how they feel about you, we have the Prince of Coins. So they see you as someone who's hardworking, who will absolutely do the work that's needed to go through this spiritual change in your life. It seems like someone around you here, I think that they have a lot of hope that you can get through this darker time in your life and you can come out the other side. I feel that. Let's have a look at the strengths. We've got the Queen of Coins. So yes, it is someone around you. Could be an earth sign, male or female, and I get them being very grounded, very nurturing energy. I mean, when we look at the green man with the Queen of Coins, it's a good combination. So it is a nice combination. So it seems like you make a good pair, and the fact is there is strength around this person, and they have a lot of hope that you will come out the other side of this, whatever you've been struggling with here. Now the challenge is the 9 of Wands. So yeah, the fact that that you feel a bit beaten up, you've gone through some kind of intense struggle in your life. Different for all of you, of course, whatever that may be. But the thing is, it's how you're viewing yourself. With the 9 of Wands, it's about viewing yourself as a survivor, as someone who can get through anything without feeling like they should give up. So there is an energy here of maintaining, continuing the struggle, because you're almost there. The 9 of Wands tells me that you're almost there. This card of the illusion in reverse, or the moon in reverse, also tells me that you're almost out the other side of this this kind of long tunnel here where things have been very dark, where you haven't seen the way forward for a long time. You're almost there. And if you persevere, if you use courage, your strength, if you draw on this ancient wisdom within yourself, this old soul energy, then you will get through this. And this other person is very hopeful that you can as well. Now let's have a look at the advice. We have the 7 of Cups in the reverse, clarified with the Princess of Wands in reverse. Okay. So it's all about, for you, looking at reality versus illusion. For you, it is about seeing things in reality, not getting caught up in illusions. You know, this illusion card tells me that there has been a long period of time here where you haven't really seen things very clearly. There's been a lot of clouded energy, clouded judgment, not knowing the way forward, not seeing things as they truly are, getting sidetracked, distracted, tempted by things that aren't even based in reality. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone here who is being asked to take their power back and kind of level up, really. I get it as leveling up. It's about growth. It's about maturity. And someone around feels that you can do this. So it's going through this intense period of struggle, of strife. And it may have been a period of time where you maybe relied on fantasy or relied on things that were more about daydreams rather than reality. That's what I'm getting in essence here. Now, there seems to be an element around this of anger. Lashing out in anger or fear. So I'm also getting an energy around that. So you may be tempted here, or you may have in the past been someone who has lashed out in ways not really to get back at someone. I feel it's more about how you have felt so confused inside that it's kind of made you fearful. And so you may have lashed out in anger at people around you, including this person. You're being asked not to do that. You're being asked to see things clearly, especially as it relates to this person who seems to be someone who's providing a lot of strength around you. Now the outcome is the 8 of Cups in the reverse. So for you, the thing is, I don't think that you're going to leave this situation. I think that you're going to try and work this out with this person. So I see you maintaining, I see you still in this relationship. It's really kind of, I get a very karmic energy between the two of you. Very karmic energy. Something that's been brought into to have you level up, for you to become this emperor energy, to mature, to see things in a more realistic way, a more grounded way with the green man. The sacrifice that is around this, I feel, is about fantasy and acting out of fear and anger. I feel that is the thing that needs to be sacrificed here. Now, it might make you angry that something that you've been fantasizing about, or something that you really wanted, a wish maybe, isn't coming to fruition. You're being asked to sacrifice that anger, to look at things from a more realistic point of view, and not to take it out on people around you who I don't think have anything really to do with whatever this is here. It's something that you feel. This 9 of Coins in reverse, it tells me that it's something that you feel disillusioned by. It could be money for some of you. It could be a job. It could be something from the past, a relationship. Whatever you've been struggling with, it tells me that this has been a long, slow journey for you. And along the way, you have had many temptations, many things here that could lead you astray. It tends to be, when it comes to this kind of spiritual journey here, I feel that you're being pushed in a direction that allows you to work on yourself, to work on your own personal power here, and not give your power away in very detrimental ways when it comes to this illusion, fantasy, or temptation, whatever that is. You're being asked to sacrifice that part. That's kind of like the final hurdle here of this test before you can level up and be this emperor. It's giving up this more playful kind of energy, or immature energy, fantasy energy. And I see you working on that, I do. But let's have a look and see where this goes in the extended. I do hope that you join me there if this is resonating. This is quite a powerful reading, and of course, Scorpio, it always is that with you. I feel like this is more than a relationship. This is really about you leveling up. I get you as an old soul here who is being asked to level up spiritually, to pay attention to being this more spiritual person, and to grow up, basically, to sacrifice more immature kind of ways of thinking about things, more kind of wishful thinking, that kind of thing, and ground yourself in reality. It's not that you're being asked here to completely put away that inner child. No, it's not that. It's about integrating that inner child. Having that inner child be more mature and not having it rule your life. You know, we can all stay as children, but then we'll never grow, we'll never mature, and we'll always kind of come from that place of fear and anger. You know, children are more susceptible to that kind of reaction whenever things happen in their life. They act out of fear and anger. But if you can level up here, if you can see the way forward out of this tunnel of illusion and work towards this more grown-up version of you, Scorpio, I feel that is really going to make you feel less at sea. I see this as you becoming who you're meant to be. You know, this life for you and for all Scorpios is meant to be this leveling up. That's kind of your goal, your aim in this lifetime as a Scorpio. It's for you to become that higher individual. And this lifetime for you is all about growing and evolving and becoming more than what you were previously. And while it's a struggle for you, and you're having to make a sacrifice of this more immature version of you, you also find that once you do make that sacrifice and come out the other side of this, that you will be one of the most stronger people on the face of the earth, and then you can really affect a positive change in the world because you've gone through this period of intense struggle. So let's have a look. I'm going to clarify this 9 of Coins in reverse. I'll be talking about this in the extended, so please do join me there if this is resonating. The link will be below in the descriptions box. But let's take a look at the cards that we'll be talking about in the extended. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. Let's take a look. The Nine of Coins in reverse. We have the Star and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let's take a look at the Emperor as the focus. The Ace of Swords. Five of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Let's take a look at what's hidden here. The Judgment card in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. And the Moon. Let's take a look at the Moon in the reverse. It's how you feel. Justice. Six of Cups. And the Tower. Let's take a look at the Prince of Coins as how they feel about you. Nine of Swords. Five of Cups. And Nine of Pentacles. Let's take a look at the Queen of Coins as the Strength. King of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. And the Sun in reverse. Let's take a look at the weakness with the Nine of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Let's take a look at the advice. Knight of Wands. Oop, that one's fallen on the floor. That was the Seven of Cups. Advice for Scorpio. The Devil, and one more for advice. And we also have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And the outcome, the Eight of Cups in reverse. Got the Page of Swords. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, and one more. The Chariot. Okay, so we'll look at this in the extended, Scorpio, so please do join me there. Again, the link will be below in the descriptions box. It'll be about another 30 or so minute reading, and 30 minute rather. If you prefer a personal reading, you can reach out. My email is gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Please don't forget to press the like button if you're enjoying these videos, and share me on your social media. I'd love if you would do that. And if you're a newcomer, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. And don't forget to click the notification bell. Wishing you the best with this, Scorpio. I will talk to you in part 2, or I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.